Tracy McGrady. Kevin Brown lost it. Here comes McGrady. No timeouts remaining. McGrady for the win. Yeah! 1.7.
Welcome to Hoopsstory. We track the stories behind the players, not just the scores. He went from a draft night afterthought at pick 28 to one of the most feared defenders in the league. From the punchline of a league-wide joke to a $136 million investment. From getting knocked out by Denver to being the one who knocks them out. All right. Let's go. 2026 playoffs, first round, Wolves against the Nuggets. Minnesota's the 6th seed in the West. Game 4, Anthony Edwards comes down awkward on a fast break, hyperextends his knee, bone bruise. Just like that, they lose their franchise player. Series is slipping. Someone asks Jaden McDaniels what he thinks of Denver's defense. He doesn't hold back, go after Jokic, Jamal, all the bad defenders. Tim Hardaway, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, the whole team. Just go at 'em. Yeah, they're all bad defenders.
Go out for Jokic, Jamal, all the bad defenders, Tim Hardaway, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, the whole team. Just go at them.
One line of trash talk and the whole series catches fire. Jokic and McDaniels get into it on the court, but McDaniels keeps his head, walks back to his bench cool as anything. The same kid who once punched a wall in frustration is now the guy staying composed under pressure. And what he did on the floor said more than any trash talk. Game 6 in Minnesota. No Edwards, no DiVincenzo, no Dosunmu, 3 guards out. McDaniels plays 45 minutes, game high. 32 points, 10 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. 0 turnovers. Defensively he sticks to Jamal Murray like glue. Murray goes 4 for 17, 23.5%. Finch after the game, 4 for 17, I don't think he scored on Jaden the whole game. He sent Denver home without Edwards. Afterward he just shrugged, I said what I said. 32 points, 0 turnovers, personally bounced the Nuggets. 3 years ago those same hands swung at a wall. Can you believe that? April 9, 2023. Minnesota's last regular season game, hosting New Orleans. Play-in seeding on the line. 5 minutes into the first quarter, McDaniels picks up his second foul, gets subbed out, walks down the tunnel. And punches a wall. He thought it was a curtain. It was concrete. Third and fourth metacarpals fractured. Season over. Same game. Rudy Gobert, the guy they gave up 4 first-round picks for, gets into it with Kyle Anderson during a timeout. Throws a punch at his own teammate. One day, 2 starters gone. One punched a wall. One punched his teammate. Play-in tournament without McDaniels, without Gobert suspended. Minnesota beats Oklahoma City to grab the 8th seed and limps into the playoffs. Denver takes them out 4-1, but the Wolves win Game 4 in overtime. The whole season started as a dark horse, fell apart in the middle, ended as a circus. The media called them the biggest joke in the NBA. ESPN did a whole segment on whether the Wolves should blow it up. McDaniels went from franchise cornerstone to laughingstock overnight. His punch became a meme. Someone put his punch and Gobert's punch side by side with the caption MMA Minnesota division. Darkest day of his career. Even darker than draft night when he slid to 28. Because this time he had nobody to blame but himself. He hung his head. No excuses, no, I thought it was a curtain, just I was too selfish. He told The Athletic, I didn't even want to be around the team. Hitting the wall was stupid, really stupid. I was down for days. Mike Conley said the kid was crushed, and the worst part was he did it to himself. But think about this for a second. A guy about to make over $30 million a year, why does he lose it like that over a routine foul? This wasn't just a bad decision in the heat of the moment. It was 20 years of built-up emotion management issues exploding at once. To understand that, you have to go back to where he started. Jaden McDaniels, September 29, 2000, Federal Way, Washington. Basketball bloodlines. His cousin Juwan Howard was part of Michigan's Fab Five, an NBA All-Star, later head coach at Michigan. His older brother Jalen also played in the league. Growing up, he'd play 21 in the driveway with his brother and cousins. The youngest kid on the court, getting cooked every single day. But those L's built something in him, a nasty competitive streak. He couldn't stand losing. From the time he was 6, he couldn't stand it. High school, Federal Way High. Senior year he dropped 51 in a game. School record. 5-star recruit, ranked the #1 power forward in the country, McDonald's All-American. Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, every blue blood was calling. He shocked everybody and said no to all of them, choosing to stay home at Washington. Because his mom wanted him close. College exposed everything. Problem 1, emotions. 6 technical fouls as a freshman, tied for second most in all of Division I. Same pattern every time guy scores on him, he slams the ball, screams at the ref. Problem 2, shot selection. He was so much better than his teammates he kept trying things he shouldn't. Problem 3, leadership. Best player on the team but had no clue how to lead. 2 years and his draft stock went off a cliff. Every scouting report had the same red flag, maturity issues. 2020 NBA Draft. Most dramatic night of his life. ESPN's mock had him as high as 15. Draft starts and name after name gets called. Top 10, no McDaniels. Lottery, still no. Pick 20, nothing. 25, nothing. He sits in the green room for over an hour. Cameras keep cutting to him and you can see it on his face, getting tighter, eyes going empty. Finally, pick 28. The Lakers take him and immediately trade his rights to Oklahoma City. OKC flips him to Minnesota before the night's over. His draft rights got passed around 3 teams in one night. From the best high school small forward in the country to a draft night trade chip. That's the NBA. When you can't control your emotions, teams get skittish. But in the middle of all that, one person saw what he could become.
A critical Game 6, Nuggets and T-Wolves. The T-Wolves are missing yet another player. Dosunmu, he's out with an injury, so they're down 3 of their players.
That person was Tim Connolly, president of the Timberwolves. He didn't see a kid with anger problems. He saw a defensive prodigy. 6'9" with nearly a 7-foot wingspan. Lateral movement you almost never see in a frame that big. He's not just a wing defender, he's a weapon who can guard 1 through 4. Minnesota's coaching staff made a smart call: don't rush him into being a star. First, make him a reliable defender. Rookie year, 6.8 points, 36% from 3, defensive numbers already near the top of the roster. Second year, 9.2 points, 3-point shooting dips. Third year, 12.1 points, 3-point shooting jumps to 40%. Steady improvement every single year. And the front office never wavered. Summer 2022, the Wolves trade for Rudy Gobert, 4 first-round picks. Historic. But according to The Athletic, they had one non-negotiable in those talks: McDaniels stays. At that point he was averaging 9 points. A role player. But inside his own head he still felt like he wasn't good enough. And he still couldn't control his emotions. Same season, 2022-23. McDaniels puts up 12.1 a game, career highs across the board. Then he hit that wall. One punch and everything stopped. He ended up in a hotel room watching his team get eliminated by Denver on TV. By himself, in the dark.
I mean, Jaden McDaniels was just, he talked all series and he backed it up all series. And that's called legitimate tough. And he not only led us tonight scoring-wise, but Murray was 4 for 17. And I don't think he scored on Jaden the whole game. So that's what you want.
After the wall punch, Minnesota's front office did something that stunned the whole league. Summer 2023, they give McDaniels an extension, 5 years, $136 million. A guy who punched a wall and ended his own season, and instead of penalizing him, they give him the bag. Connolly explained it, "We're not looking at that one punch on the wall for 10 seconds. We're looking at his work ethic every day, his commitment to the game, and how he responded to this mistake." McDaniels' response? No celebration, no new car, no party. He went straight back to the gym. At the press conference he said, "I owe this organization." He meant it. He took all that anger, shame, and doubt and put it into his game. If you've never really studied McDaniels on defense, pull up a Wolves game and watch him the whole possession. You'll see a 6'9" wing with a 7-foot wingspan shutting down angles everywhere. His lateral quickness lets him chase from the three-point line all the way to the paint, switching from chasing Curry off screens to banging with Jokic in the post. He doesn't gamble, doesn't bite on fakes, just stays in the right spot. The numbers back it up. He's first in the league in on-ball defensive efficiency. Opponents shoot over 5% worse with him as the primary defender. Curry's 4 for 12 against him. KD under 40%. Luka had a 5-turnover game. The Athletics beat writer ran the numbers. In the playoffs, when McDaniels is the primary defender, opponents score at a rate worse than 87% of the league. He's not a chase-down shot blocker. He's the guy who makes your whole offense uncomfortable for 48 minutes. That's McDaniels. A defensive machine. First round against Phoenix, KD, Booker, Beal. Game 2, McDaniels goes for 25 and 8 with 3 assists. On defense he's switching between KD and Booker. KD goes 6-for-15, Booker turns it over 6 times. Phoenix gets swept, 4-0. Conference semis, Denver again, same building. 1 year ago McDaniels was watching from a hotel room as his team got eliminated here. Now he's on the floor. Game 6, 10-for-12 from the field, 3-for-5 from 3, 21 points. Wolves win 115-70, a 45-point beatdown. May 21, 2024, all-defensive second team. From the kid who fell to 28 to one of the most feared defenders in the league. He earned every bit of that redemption. Fast forward to the 2026 playoffs, the series we started with. Game 3, McDaniels drops 20 on 69% shooting. Catches the ball in transition, goes up, one-handed tomahawk, Jokic standing underneath. Place goes nuts. Then Game 6, and he sends Denver packing again. From watching on a hotel TV during the play-in to personally eliminating the Nuggets in the playoffs. That's a 2-year redemption arc. But the playoffs don't wait. Conference semis against San Antonio, the 2 seed in the West. 62-20 in the regular season. This might be the toughest defensive assignment of his career. De'Aaron Fox in the playoffs, 20 points, 7 assists, and he's electric in the open floor. McDaniels at 6'9" guarding Fox at 6'3". Textbook size versus speed. And then there's Wembanyama, 2026 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'4", the French alien. And the headliner, Gobert versus Wembanyama in the paint. McDaniels doesn't back down from any of it. Edwards recovers faster than expected and suits up for Game 1. San Antonio, road game. All the attention is on Wemby, 11 points, 15 boards, 12 blocks. Sets the NBA playoff record for blocks in a game. The crowd is losing it. Meanwhile McDaniels is quietly doing his thing, 16 points, 5 boards, a steal, a block. More importantly, he locks Fox down, 10 points on 4 for 14 shooting, 6 turnovers. Fourth quarter, Edwards checks in off the bench and drops 11 points. Wolves win 104-102. Steal Game 1, on the road. So you've got 32-0 to knock out Denver, then locking up Fox to steal Game 1 in San Antonio. McDaniels is proving he's a two-way force in these playoffs. The Spurs series will define his postseason. If he can dominate on both ends under Wembanyama's shadow, that's his ticket into the superstar discussion. All-defensive first team is basically a lock. DPOY, even in an era where Wembanyama exists, is starting to look realistic. McDaniels is proving that a perimeter guy can still have championship-level impact in this league. The offensive growth is real too. The biggest thing from the 2025-26 season, he showed he can carry the offense when the team needs it. If he keeps developing 18 to 20 a night with all defensive honors, that's all-star territory. And he's only 25. His offensive game still has room to grow. Contract-wise, 5 years at $136 million in today's NBA is a steal. The salary cap keeps going up and comparable role players are getting 30+ a year. McDaniels is at about $27 million average. That's the kind of number that lets you build a contender. Minnesota's window is right now in the next 3 years. Edwards is already an MVP-level scorer and McDaniels is the defensive anchor. That's probably the best young duo in the league. But the thing I think people miss isn't his physical tools. It's the head. From a kid who couldn't control his emotions to learning emotional management and turning humiliation into fuel, that's not an easy road. A lot of talented guys get stuck in what could have been. He didn't. The Lakers passed. OKC traded him. Minnesota picked him up and held on. Looking back, that might be the biggest steal of the 2020 draft. His own words, "I could be one of the best two-way players in the NBA." And he's proving it, game after game. 6 years ago his draft rights got traded by 3 teams in one night. 3 years ago he was a joke for punching a wall. Tonight he's on the playoff stage eliminating Denver. From that wall to this stage, his fists got him here, only this time he's hitting opponents, not himself. And his story's not done. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to Hoopsstory, hit the bell. We'll see you on the next one.
Jackson Davis, and now Moody. Late clock. Jackson Davis, and now Moody. Late clock.